All right, so before I head out, I was taking a couple notes, going over um, the scan. GBPCAD has been my money maker lately, so I continue to trade it as I have success. We had a 10% week. Very happy about that. It's now Saturday, 11:06 a.m. and 6th of September 2025. So I have a couple of my note cards, some of my rules for trading. My setting, you see my setting for the engulfing here. My range detector, the harmonic double top. So I captured some of this on Friday, just 40 pips of that, got out. Um, Want to get back in. Wasn't too sure. I said, well, maybe I'll wait till it gets to this point, right? Back inside this harmonic that broke. Let's see the dotted line. That means it broke, right? Then I decided to remove this, and I see that there was a range down here that it broke out of. Now, when I have a range broken and the harmonic, the engulfing signals the reversal, it's almost 100% probability. I'm not saying all of them, but it is almost 100% probability price is going to return to the range. As we see here, price came down, right? Broke out of here, hit that, bounced back, came back up here, right? So from the signal, the other candle, about right here, you made 117 pips. This also returned, right? Fell out again, spike, hit this, and could have grabbed all of this. Could have stayed in this knowing that it's going back to this area of the breakout, 187 pips. It doesn't always signal, right? Because of my settings. So I have other things to tell me. Like here, for example, this one, even though this broke, it still returned. It just took a long time. When they don't have these big spikes, okay, and they kind of creep up, you don't take those trades. When it's like creeping up, like, you know what I mean? You don't want that's not what you're looking for. You're looking for strong spikes. It's like one long wick. I mean, one long, body wick, whatnot, as we have over here. Like a steep move on the first 1 hour, not where it takes a couple hours and then a couple hours. No, that's not. You got to get out of that trade. That's going to go past. You can buy that, right? But notice it did return to the area and it hit the bottom. I'll show you. Hit the bottom, right? Hit the bottom right there. All right. This one had its moment, but it was just right there. So that one doesn't count as a spike and a what do you call it? A spike and a signal and a reversal. Okay. But wait a minute. So this one, that one did recover, and so possibly this one might. So some of these might. I don't know. There could be, if those are harmonics, then absolutely. Don't see harmonics there. All right. So some tops and bottoms and whatnot. So like this one, spike only returned a little bit. You would have gotten some money. You've gotten 100 pips out of that. It's so close to the zone. They zoned again, right? Zoning again isn't gonna, it's gonna slow down your your return, because look, it did all this to come back, right? To close that up. It just took forever. Um, I mean, I wouldn't on these. I wouldn't be out any more than 55 pips behind. Broke out the zone, hit this, Broke out the zone again. Broke out the zone. Zigzag, zigzag, came back. This is kind of inside of the broke out, came back. Broke out, came back. This is one of those things I was telling you about. You don't get into that sideways signal stuff. When you see it signal, get in, and then you see how it's going, you get out. Those you want to actually do the opposite. You see it go past that little label, reverse it, and you can make yourself some good money. It's really, yeah, great. It's great. It's great money on the other side of that. See how that's kind of just sloppy. It did give you something if you held on to 100 pips, right? But we're not. We don't even do that. Like look, 56. Right there where we kind of keep it. This right here is like, but it broke out of a zone, so that's a higher chance of a return, and it did. Broke out of a zone, perfect zone, right? The sideways entry stuff, spike kind of had something sort of going, and spike had to have another spike to get it going. It's like those spikes get it to try to move. This is had a zone was already building, so we know we would have returned just about 70 pips. So yeah, we need those by now. This one took too long to go because it did a lot of sideways motion, and it signaled again, and it just couldn't get it going. I'd be waiting for the reversal behind the sign, get in. You know what I mean? Those are great. You can make money on those either way. It shows strength, right? There was one I wanted to show, a group of them where they spike and return. It was crazy. Um, So that's how I'm kind of looking at this. I see this spike and I see it come off like that. Like that's it. It didn't have to go didn't go sideways. It didn't do all this nonsense. Okay, this is going back to the zone. And we're looking to grab another 124 and possibly even more because these are open. So these make it closed, possibly. I mean, you could be talking like it would be a while, but you'd be talking, what, 400 pips. So that's that. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.